Hello and welcome back friends. I am Deepak and you are watching Linux Kings. Friends, today I have bring a new tutorial for you. In this tutorial I will explain you how we can configure SSH on the Cisco router with the privilege permission to users. So friends, as we know that SSH stands for the secure shell and it uses the encrypted protocol for the data transmission. So today in this video we will understand the concept of SSH with privilege permission to users. So let's start without wasting time. So I will open here my Cisco packet tracer here, as you can see on the screen. So now I will take a router, that is PT router, and I will take a switch as well, and then I will take 3 PC client. These client will SSH on the router. Okay, now here there are 3 PC clients. Next I will connect these all devices with each other, and here you will see that I have connected router to the switch and this PC to the switches. So I have made a topology in which I have taken an router, a switch and 3 PC client for the SSH. Now next we will make some basic settings or basic configuration on router, and then to PC client we will provide the IP to this PC. So we have to type here no. Okay, now we will enable the router and we will go to the global configuration mode, and here first to the interface FA0/0 I will provide the IP. So here I am providing the IP of class A and the host IP is 1.0.0.1 and the subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. okay, and I will type the noset command so that the interface fast ethernet 0/0 will be enabled. Now we will exit from this interface mode, and now we will do some basic setting. So first I will provide here the host name to my router. So my host name I will set Linux Kings. Okay, and now I will set a domain name for the SSH so that it will help in the RSA key generation. So we will type here IP domain -name and the domain name which you want to create. I am typing here linuxkings.com, and next we have to enable the security for the router as well before entering to privilege mode. So for that we have to type enable secret and CCNA. okay, now we will set to the SSH version 2. okay, because we are gonna to use SSH version 2 for this. So version 2, here it is saying that please create RSA keys for SSH version 2. If you want to access the SSH version 2, you have to create the RSA keys. Now it's time to create the RSA key. So here we will type crypto key generation generate and RSA. okay, now here it is saying that it has the by default 512 bits for the RSA key, and now here we will set 1024. you can do maximum as you can. And next what we have to do, as you can see we have generated the RSA key. Next to this we will set the maximum number of attempts and the timeout for the user. So for that we have to type here IP SSH and authentication retries. It means the maximum number of attempts that a user can do. So here I will set the maximum number 3, and then the timeout for which after maximum number of attempting the user will have to wait. okay, so for that we have to type here SSH and then timeout, and here you have to type this time in the second. I am typing here 60 seconds for this. And then next we have to add some users with the privilege permissions. So here I am adding a user that will be my Linux Kings. okay, and then I am providing the privilege, and then here you can see that the maximum privilege level, how much you can set. Here you can set from 0 to 15. So to this Linux Kings I am providing 15 level. okay, and then to this you have to type the secret and then the password which you want to keep for this user. okay, and here you can see I have keep the password for Linux King the same, the Linux King. Okay, next enter. You can create one more user, and I am creating here another user, that is Deepak, and its password would be same. I am not giving the privilege level to this user. And now we have done with this. And next, what we have to do now, we have to create the VTY terminal. Okay, so for that we have to type VTY line 0 space 4. Sorry, I have written the wrong here. So first we will type here line and then VTY. Okay, VTY and enter. Now here we will type transport input SSH. Okay, and the next we will add the privilege level of the user, level 15. And after doing this, we will type here login local, so that only users with having password can login. Okay, if you will simply type here login, then you have to provide a separate password for the users that will login by having the password only. They don't need the username. And then now we will exit from here. So now we have made all the changes that we need. Okay, now we will get exit from here and we will write this configuration. So now it's time to log in or check the SSH from our PC client. So but before this, we have to provide the static IP, because we haven't provided the IP to this PC client. So here I will keep 1.0.0.2 and then the default gateway 1.0.0.1. okay, so close this, and with the second PC I will do the same. Go to the desktop and IP configuration, and here IP3 and default gateway same, and close this. And the last PC, go to the desktop, IP configuration, and then provide the IP that will be 4 and the default gateway. Okay, now we have done with this. Now it's time to check or verify the SSH on router. So now we will go to the PC3. Okay, and from PC3 we will check the SSH. So for that you have to go to command prompt. Okay, and now you will simply type SSH-L for login, and here type the name of user Linux Kings and the IP of your router, that is 1.0.0.1. okay, and enter. Now it is asking for the password, so I will provide the password of the Linux King. I think the password was same. Okay, enter. Now we are on the router, as you can see, and here we can do anything that we do normally on the router. Here I will show you my running config. As you can see here, it is the password that I enabled on router privilege mode. Okay, so here you can see the all settings of the router running in the check the running configuration. And here you can see I type here secret, and that is because the password are encrypted. And here we have two options, secret and another is password. We can directly type password here. Okay, so if you type secret, then it keeps the encrypted password here. Now we hit enter. You will check the domain name and timeout, SSH version as well, IP interface for the fast Ethernet, and so on. You can check all the configuration that we have done on router. So friends, this was the video on SSH, how we can configure the SSH with the providing privilege permission to the user. So friends, if you like this video, please share with your friends and also hit the
एक तो लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए महाकाल का दबा के लाइक और शेयर ठोक लीजिए
and please comment below if you have suggestions for the Linux Kings, and if you are new on this channel, please subscribe Linux Kings. So friends, see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe. Bye bye.